Hello, my name is Lina Maria Vera Morales, and I am a BGC London alum. I have been involved with BGC as a whole for about 12 years. I started with BGC London in 2010. When I was a teenager, I started volunteering here at the club. I was really trying to get my 40 hours of volunteer service in, and very quickly that turned into coming with 40 hours a week. I would come multiple days a week. I would be very involved, and after that, I became a leader. I got involved with a lot of the programs that were at the club. So I did MAP, I did the leadership program, I did Catering to Culture's Real Voice, and many other initiatives that we had with the club. And that eventually also led to me getting hired by the club, which was really cool. I was a camp staff and I was a part-time staff during the evening program. So I went to the University of Ottawa for psychology, just so I could study in French immersion, and I also got a minor in film, which was super exciting. After that, I did the 4 years, and then past that, once I graduated, I decided I wanted to do a little bit more, and I think I was really starting to miss a lot of the community service that I was already so actively doing here. So I got into the diploma program with Algonquin College for social service work. So I did that program. That lasted about a year. And then I took about a year or two off just to work and kind of get myself on my feet. And I actually got to work in a lot of really cool agencies. One of the agencies was actually the same agency that there is in London here that helped my family when I was a refugee coming to Canada, but it's in Ottawa. So it was really cool to kind of be on the other side and be the person kind of helping newcomers to get settled in this new place and find their way. So that was a really cool job that I had. And then from that, I really decided that social work was kind of the career that I really wanted to pursue. So right now I'm finishing up my Bachelor of Social Work. I'm all done, just need a placement, and then I'll be all graduated. And then hopefully my next steps would be to get that master's and just continue working with probably kids, youth, and other newcomer families just like myself. I actually got the opportunity to speak at Carleton University this year because they asked me to speak as one of their expert speakers in terms of leadership. So they have a leadership conference that they host every year for all the students in the Carleton community, and they asked me to speak. And it was kind of a very surreal moment because it was like me, I'm the expert, like what do I have to say to anyone that is worth anything, right? And everyone was really receptive actually, and I talked a lot about my experience coming to Canada and my journey here, and how much the club has shaped me, because I feel like for a lot of it, the club was probably the biggest influential factor of my life. So I got to talk a lot about that. And actually from that, I had one of the students that was present at the conference reach out to me, asked me if I could be her mentor, because she also wanted to get involved with the club and learn how she could kind of be in community service and do a lot more like that. So that was really cool to see and to have. The impact that I have on the youth now is that I share a lot of the lived experience that they have. I remember the first time I came to the club, I was very skeptical when I was a kid and coming to the club because, it's a new environment. There's so many kids. It's very loud. You don't really know what you're going to get out of this. And like I mentioned before, I just wanted to be here to get 40 hours and just get in, get out. But I think that the more you kind of try to get involved, the more you get out of it. And I think that the impact that I have now is that I can really help youth during that process as well and kind of discover the different opportunities. I am the Leadership Pillar Coordinator with BGC Ottawa now, and I get to run leadership programs like the one that helped me here and that helped me get involved and develop those leadership skills for myself, so I could feel more confident going into spaces like this and know what opportunities are out there for me. And I think that my main role now is to just help kids feel like they have those opportunities as well and really help them find them and use them. The biggest thing is that you have to acknowledge how much of an impact BGC has. I think that when people first hear of BGC, they immediately associate it with oh, it's an after school program for kids to go play. But it's so much more than that. It provides so much support for families. It provides so much growth opportunities for youth. It provides so much educational support for youth. I got to be involved in a lot of different initiatives that made me feel more comfortable and more confident, even as a newcomer in Canada, to express myself, to express my story. And just to have those opportunities is huge. And I know so many people who come to the club and then also get jobs, and having those employment opportunities is also huge. And just knowing the community impact that the club has in general, I think it's probably easier to name the very few things that the club doesn't do, because I think that the club just does so much and is involved in so many things, that I think that when you're supporting the club, you're supporting your community. Thank you for supporting BGC London, because opportunity changes everything.